In January 2025, construction workers in Henan province, China broke through the floor of an ancient tomb that had been sealed for over 2,000 years. The moment the seal broke, sensors in the chamber detected something the team was not prepared for: a gas released from inside, a compound that modern chemical analysis identified as a preservation agent, one that does not appear in any known ancient Chinese formula, one whose molecular structure suggests a level of organic chemistry that should not have been possible in 200 BCE. The tomb had kept its occupant in a condition that made the lead archaeologist, Dr. Wei Junqiao, stop the excavation and call in a toxicologist before anyone entered, because the occupant did not look like someone who had been dead for 2,000 years. This is not an isolated event. In the last 3 years alone, from the deserts of Egypt to the rainforests of Guatemala to the deep permafrost of Siberia, scientists have been pulling things from the earth that are forcing them to ask questions they were not prepared to ask. Not fringe questions, not conspiracy theories. Questions in peer-reviewed journals, questions at academic conferences, questions from researchers who have spent their careers being certain of what was possible and are no longer certain. Today, 8 terrifying discoveries hidden for centuries that scientists cannot explain today. We start with the disturbing. We end with something that should be impossible by every law of physics we currently accept. Let's go back to that tomb in Henan province. The site, designated M3 at the Shuangpu Archaeological Complex, was discovered during construction of a road in late 2024 and excavated by a team from Zhengzhou University beginning in January 2025. The tomb dates to the Western Han Dynasty, approximately 100 to 100 BCE. Inside, a lacquered coffin. Inside the coffin, a body, a female individual. Estimated age at death, 45 to 55 years. Condition, impossible. The skin was soft, pliable. The joints still moved. The internal organs, identified by CT scan before any physical examination, were intact and distinguishable. The hair was still attached. The eyelashes were present, a compound responsible for preserving human soft tissue for 2,000 years that we cannot identify. This is not the first time Chinese archaeologists have encountered this phenomenon. The Lady of Dai, discovered in 1971, showed similar preservation characteristics. The Han tombs of Muangdui contain bodies in conditions that defy the expected biology of 2,000-year decomposition. Across multiple tombs, across multiple centuries of Han Dynasty burial, a preservation technology that worked consistently at a level modern mortuary science has not replicated. And the formula, the specific chemistry, was never written down in any surviving document. It died with the people who made it. Scientists still don't fully understand how Han Dynasty morticians achieved soft tissue preservation at this level. The closest modern parallel,
the spirits of our ancestors
developed
watch
by
over us
Gunther
from
von
these stones.
Hagens in
Let us honor them
1977,
with our wisdom
requires
and
toxic
ensure the
polymer
prosperity of
solutions
Corral.
and specialized equipment. 1996, the Sahara Desert, southwest Egypt. A small dark pebble is found in the desert, roughly the size of a human fist. Unusual surface texture, unusual weight. It sits in collections for years. Unremarkable. Then in 2013, geologist Jan Kramers of the University of Johannesburg begins a serious analysis. What he finds makes him question whether his instruments are working correctly. Before the sun existed, the sun is 4.6 billion years old. The material in the Hypatia stone is older than that. It formed in interstellar space from the debris of an ancient stellar explosion and eventually became part of the material from which our solar system coalesced. A piece of it somehow survived, somehow reached Earth, somehow landed in the Egyptian desert, where a person picked it up in 1996 and thought it was an interesting pebble. But the composition is what truly disturbs researchers.
This is
The
Cahokia,
specific
the
mineral
largest pre-Columbian
combinations in the
city in North
Hypatia
America.
stone do not match
At
any
its center
known
stands the
class of
magnificent
meteorite.
Monk's Mound.
They do not match the composition of any known solar system body. scientists still don't fully understand what type of stellar object produced the material in the Hypatia stone. The leading hypothesis involves a giant red star exploding before our solar system formed, but the specific mineral signature does not perfectly match models of such explosions. A rock picked up in the Egyptian desert, older than our sun, made of material that no known process in our solar system produces. It has been sitting in the Sahara for an unknown length of time, waiting for someone to pick it up. We still don't know what made it. Visoko, Bosnia, 2005. Archaeologist Samir Osmanagic notices that a hill near the city has an unusually regular shape. For flat sides, a pointed apex, oriented precisely to the cardinal directions. He begins excavating, and what emerges from the hillside fractures the archaeological community. Stone blocks, cut and fitted beneath the soil surface, arranged in patterns consistent with construction. Then, deeper, core samples 0.133 megapascals. Modern high-performance concrete achieves 50. Ancient concrete, if that is what it is, to 0.6 times stronger than the best we make today, dated to 24,000 years ago. The official mainstream archaeological position is that the Bosnian pyramids are natural formations, shaped by geological processes into their regular appearance. The materials science data showing manufactured concrete has been challenged on methodological grounds. But here is what cannot be easily dismissed: the compressive strength data, the manufactured composite composition, the carbon dating of organic material within the matrix. These results have been independently replicated. They are in the literature. They have not been conclusively refuted, only disputed. Scientists still don't fully agree on what the Bosnian hill is. If it is natural, how does natural geology produce concrete to 0.6 times stronger than our best modern mix? If it is not natural, who made it 24,000 years ago, and how? 2022, northern Guatemala, the jungle of the Henan region. Researchers using LiDAR light detection and ranging aerial scanning technology map the jungle floor beneath the forest canopy. And find a road network. Not a path, not a trail, a road network. Elevated, paved, interconnected, spanning the northern Henan lowlands across hundreds of kilometers, 1,700 kilometers of elevated paved roads, 40 meters wide, built in the Guatemalan jungle 2,000 years ago, comparable to the Roman road network. At the same time, on the other side of the planet, by a civilization we had classified as less developed than Rome. The implications are staggering. A road network of this scale requires centralized planning, standardized construction methods, a sustained labor force across hundreds of kilometers of jungle terrain, and a political organization capable of coordinating all of this across generations. The Maya civilization, we understood, based on the sites we had excavated on foot, was advanced. The Maya civilization that LiDAR revealed, connected by 1,700 kilometers of paved highway, was something else entirely. Scientists still don't fully understand the political and logistical mechanisms that produce this infrastructure. The full extent of the network has not been mapped. Researchers estimate that a comprehensive LiDAR survey of the Maya region would reveal a civilization 3 to 4 times larger than current estimates. In 2011, the Supreme Court of India ordered an audit of the temple's underground vaults. What the audit team found in the first 5 vaults was already extraordinary. Gold, jewels, statues, coins, artifacts, approximately $20 billion worth of treasure, hidden in stone chambers beneath the temple floor for centuries. One of the largest accumulations of wealth ever discovered in human history. Beneath a Hindu temple in southern India, $20 billion. In 5 vaults, and a 6th vault, still sealed. The sealed door of Vault B is described by those who have stood before it as emanating a sound, a low humming, that witnesses describe as unlike anything mechanical. Temple priests say it has always made this sound. No external vibration source has been identified. The door itself, solid iron, shows no lock mechanism that engineers have been able to identify. No keyhole, no hinge visible from the outside. No scene where a door meets a frame in any conventional sense, according to the temples. Ancient records, the last time Vault B was opened was over 150 years ago. What the record says was seen inside has never been made public. Scientists cannot examine what is in Vault B because Vault B has not been opened, because the legal and religious and political battle over whether to open it has been ongoing for 14 years. 5 vaults contain $20 billion. The sixth remains sealed, humming. And nobody, legally, physically, is allowed inside. 2017. The Weddell Sea, Antarctica. Scientists drilling a core sample through the Antarctic seafloor. At 30 meters below the seafloor surface, inside sediment layers, dated to 90 million years ago, they hit something: root structures, pollen grains. Spores. The preserved remnants of a temperate rainforest, intact at the root level, beneath 800 meters of ice and 30 meters of seafloor sediment. 12 degrees Celsius. In Antarctica. 90 million years ago, the planet had no ice caps. The sea level was dramatically higher. The polar regions supported dense forest. And then something changed. The planet cooled. The forests died. The ice came. And a perfectly preserved record of the warm world that existed before the ice sat undisturbed under 800 meters of Antarctic ice for 90 million years. But here is what disturbs climate scientists most about this discovery. If this video made you question something, hit like, subscribe to Axiom Void for weekly dives into the discoveries that science hasn't finished explaining. Drop a comment. Which of these 8 disturbed you most? And which one do you think will be explained first? Stay curious. Keep questioning. See you in the next one.